It's finally time to react to Imagine. If you haven't been following me, I've been reacting to all of John Lennon's albums in order, starting with the craziest stuff that John and Yoko did before they got married, straight into the wedding album, which was just a collection of screaming. We had a really good time reacting to the previous album, Plastic Ono Band. That was a good start, and probably what I'd say is the first true single solo album from John Lennon post-Beatles. Now let's dive into it. I know quite a few tracks off this one. For obvious reasons, you know, Imagine is the iconic album by John. But let's get into it. Let's enjoy ourselves. There's definitely songs on this I have never heard before in my life. So let's go for it. Oh, entering with the wrong energy. That's me. It's just so good, isn't it? So the second proper solo studio album by John, September 1971. While Plastic Ono Band, the previous album, was stark and raw, and it was kind of like what John was going for. Imagine is softer, more lush, melodic, and production-wise, a lot stronger. This is one of the most famous songs in the world. So I hope you don't mind me talking over it and just giving you a bit of background to the whole album, because we know Imagine. We do, don't we? So mainly recorded at Lennon's home studio in Tittenhurst Park in England. Some sessions in New York. It was co-produced with Yoko and Phil Spector. When Phil Spector gets his hands on anything, you know, it's gold, isn't it? George Harrison also appears on here. On the previous track, actually, there was a lot of Ringo playing drums, for example. So it's quite common for other Beatles to help out on the solo records. Oh, it's so good, isn't it? You just can't beat it, can you? I feel like this is it's remastered. So 2010, this was remastered. It wouldn't have sounded. It still would have sounded amazing back in the day, but I mean, it sounds beautiful after it's remastered too. So this is considered to be one of Lennon's strongest solo works, blending his idealism with his anger in a musically rich package. It's just such a good song. Like, imagine a world where everyone gets along, like where there's just peace. Like, is that so hard to do? And the line as well, like, imagine there's no religion. It's easy if you try. It was something like that, wasn't it? Like, back then, that would have been quite shocking to sing out loud. Imagine no religion. But I'm not the only one. So this is him rejecting everything. Now, in the previous album, he kind of did that anyway. You know, he didn't believe in God, he didn't believe in this, didn't believe in Beatles. He just stripped away everything. This is kind of like a more positive take on that song from the previous album, I feel. Yeah. Great song, isn't it? This is Crippled Inside. Honky tonk. Lyrics go through. These days you probably wouldn't get away with saying crippled inside, would you? This is all about how people hide emotional damage behind appearances. It's cool, it's cool. It's catchy, so catchy. I haven't heard this before, I love it. I'm loving this resonator guitar solo here. What's going on in this ear? Just in this ear. Taken. Was it? Nicky Hopkins playing on the piano here. Just love the marching beat throughout. The sentiment here. You can go to church and sing a hymn. Judge colour skin, live a lie till you die, but you can't hide when you're crippled inside, when you're broken inside. You know, there's so many people that do that in the world as well. They go to church and pray and think they're good people, and they're just not. You know, that is very much the message that John's trying to get across. Is, you know, we try and do all these things to make ourselves look good outwardly, but inwardly we're terrible inside. It's a jazz hands moment. I love it. I love that ending. That's cool. Okay. Next up is Jealous Guy. Well, I know that famously John Lennon was a very jealous guy, especially surrounding Yoko and how the other Beatles felt about Yoko. He was worried about, like, for example, leaving Yoko to go to the toilet. He was worried about the other Beatles hitting on her. This song then is an apology for his immaturity surrounding his jealousies. Apparently a very, very well covered song. Many artists cover this song. Feels a bit Elton John-y. There's a lot of emotion in the vocals here. I'm just a jealous guy. I was feeling insecure. You might not love me anymore. One thing I will say though about this song is like it's almost, I mean, I could be perceiving it wrong, but it's kind of like saying everything that I did, you know, it's kind of okay. I'm just a jealous guy. That's just who I am. I'm a jealous guy. It's kind of like saying I know he's saying sorry and everything in this, but it's also like a kind of, this is my excuse. I'm excusing myself here. Back then, though, there wasn't a lot of perhaps self-reflection in males, you know, unless it was through music and perhaps therapy, but therapy not in the same sense as it is these days, you know. I'm sorry that I made you cry. Oh, no. I don't know what I'm talking about, really. Feel free to argue in the comments with that. Say, like, lyrically, you know, perhaps I'm right, and maybe those of you who feel that I'm wrong, it's because you're listening to it under this, like, kind of wrapping of beautiful music, because it is really beautiful. I think, okay, I could sing about, you know, I'm sorry for hitting you, but if it's in this, like, lovely, sweet rapping, is that okay? You know? Look at that. Yeah, okay. I'm not too sure about those extra little bits at the end, but it did add a bit of flavour. Okay. Nice, nice. I really enjoy that song. I know, sorry to bash the lyrics so much there for some reason, but enjoyable song, definitely. Oh. Oh, yeah. It's So Hard is the name of the song. Class Foreman on bass. He actually plays the bass on all of these. Alan White on drums. Okay, so I just realised that something just cut out. Like, I was halfway through reacting and it just cut out, which is really weird. But if you want to know my feelings about I Don't Want to Be a Soldier Mama, is that it was just way too repetitive. And yeah, had too much sound, too much reverb going on. It just wasn't that great, to be honest. So let's go to Give Me Some Truth. Sorry about that. Cut out. We're back on it. We're back on it. Give Me Some Truth. This is an angry protest song. Lennon's contempt for political and social lies. We've got George Harrison on here. Fierce slide guitar, apparently. Yellow belly. It's very George Harrison, isn't it? He has a way of playing, doesn't he? You could just tell. Amazing. No short head, yellow belly, son of tricky dick is gonna mother of a top soul to me with just a pocket full of soul. Money for dough, money for road. Let's get the lyrics back on. Let's get the lyrics on. I love it when OBS doesn't work. quite like this, just fed up kind of vibe. Cool, that. Nice. I faded out when it needed to as well. Let's just say that. Okay, this is Oh My Love, a more soft, stripped back kind of song, co-written with Yoko Ono. Apparently, she influenced his softer, more introspective side quite a bit. Wouldn't personally agree with that, to be honest, with all the primal screaming and the first two Yoko Ono wedding album-y, all that kind of stuff. Nope. Definitely a lot of screaming.
Oh, my love, for the first time in my life, my eyes are wide open. Oh, my lover, for the first time in my life, my eyes can see. I see the wind, oh, I see the trees. Everything is clear in my heart.
Sweet. This is very sweet.
I see the clouds, oh, I see the sky.
Bass is great. Like, these little bass runs are very McCartney-esque in some ways.
First time in my life, my mind is wide open.
This is really cute, actually.
My lover, for the first time in my life, my mind can feel. I feel sorrow, oh, I feel dreams. Everything is clear in my heart.
I like that little run there.
Feel life,
Very good.
oh, I feel love. Everything is clear in our world.
That's a really good run there. Oh, that was nice, especially after the previous song, which I really did not enjoy. And this is the thing I'm finding with John Lennon's catalogue, is I go back and forth on this this pendulum of things I'm enjoying, things that I'm not enjoying. Okay, so this song is quite important. How Do You Sleep? It's a diss track. Guess who it's aimed at? I mean, everyone watching this probably knows anyway, so no. This is diss at Paul McCartney. The biggest, most iconic line here was, "The only thing you done was yesterday," saying that his best song was Yesterday. Very cool song though. It's got a great groove, hasn't it? It's crazy how much resentment he'd built up against McCartney. But then you could also say McCartney started it with too many people. But McCartney's just less direct, I think, in his diss tracks, and he wasn't very good at dissing anyway. He was very positive, upbeat kind of writer most of the time. Very cool, very groovy, very tight. It adds to that kind of like anger, that it's got a punchiness to it, hasn't it? Lennon is kind of balancing this theme of like there's hope in times, like in Imagine, there's anger, it's definitely anger like in this track. And there's love, obviously, when he's talking about Yoko or, about opening up a bit more. So there's a real nice balance of those emotions, which is what Lennon was like. He was an emotional wreck, really. He was up and down all the time. Compared to McCartney, although they're just two different people, aren't they? So you shouldn't always compare them. But McCartney was definitely more emotionally secure. Lived in this kind of maybe hopeful, positive, upbeat mindset most of the time. What's interesting is there's another Beatle playing on this track too. George Harrison doing the lead guitar here. I wonder how he feels about that, because in the last album as well, when John was going, I don't believe in Beatles, Ringo was playing on that. He actually wasn't expecting it to happen, and then it did, but he carried on anyway, playing, so as they were laying it down. That's mad. Sound you make is music to my ears. If you don't know what music is, that's shopping mall music, shop music. Interesting, like keyboard as well. You got kind of almost oriental sounding inspirations here. Run towards the end. What's interesting is after How Do You Sleep, we have a song called How. It's almost like he's carrying on. How do you sleep? How? And just carries on the conversation.
How can I go forward when I don't know which way I'm facing?
So this is all existential questions in this song.
How can I go forward when I don't know which way to turn?
Nice line here. How do I go forward when I don't know which way I'm facing, which way to turn?
How can I go forward in the sun?
Examples of Lennon not knowing the answers to things, just imagining things, hoping for things, that's what we're seeing here. when my feelings have always been denied. I mean, that speaks volumes to me as a man, you know, growing up in the tail end of this kind of like a man must be a man kind of culture.
You know life can
That's a
be
big one.
long, and you've got to be so strong, and the world is so tough. Sometimes I feel I've had enough. How can I give love when I don't know what it is I'm giving?
I like this track.
How can I
Actually get me
give love
thinking.
when I just don't know how to give?
Soft and subtle in its playing as well. This kind of dun, 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 dun. Yeah, enjoying that.
How can I give love when love is something I ain't never had? Oh no. Oh no. You know life can be long. You got to be so strong. And the world, she is tough. Sometimes I feel I've had enough. How can we go forward when we don't know which way we're facing? How can we go forward when we don't know which way to turn? How can we go forward into something we're not sure of? Oh no. Oh no.
Really like the How song.
In the middle of
Really,
the
really good.
night,
This is Oyoko.
in the middle of the night, I call your name.
Very upbeat, very pleasant. Feels more like a band playing together, this one, than a really hard produced song, you know? Feels a bit more free.
In the middle of a bar,
Anything about Yoko, he's there for it, isn't he?
call your name.
In the middle of a bath, I call your name.
Oh, Yoko.
Oh, man.
Oh, Yoko. My love will turn you on.
Anyone love as much as this man? His love for Yoko was ridiculous, wasn't it? We won't mention Maypang. No, we won't. No Maypang here. In the middle of a shave, I call you. I like all these like cute little things around the house, you know.
In the middle of a shade.
In the middle of a shave, in the middle of a bath,
In the middle of
while
a
I'm taking a
shade, I
dump.
call your name.
Sorry.
Oh, Yoko. Oh, Yoko. My love will turn you on. In the middle of a dream. In the middle of a dream, I call your name.
Oh, okay, harmonica back. Going from left to right in my ear. Interesting. Quite Dylan-esque here. I say that just because there's a harmonica. It's Bob Dylan. In the middle of a cloud. I love that imagery. This actually, it's probably my favourite of the album. I mean, obviously Imagine would be, but I like this. I just feel happy. How many songs about Yoko can this guy make? Ending it just with the harmonica. Okay. Right, let's review this album. Obviously, it's an iconic album. I mean, the streams on Imagine alone, 757 million streams. Ridiculous amount of streams. Obviously, incredible song, isn't it? So, yeah, let's talk about the flow of the project. Overall, the project did flow together nicely. There was only one blip for me, I'd say. It was something that really stood out was I Don't Want to Be a Soldier moment. It was so left field production-wise. Now, at the time, production-wise, that would have been quite interesting to listen to and unique. But today, it just feels a bit unusual and strange, especially with the incredibly reverberated drum kit. So, yeah, flow, I'm going to give a 9. Lyrics are very strong. John's lyrics have always been incredibly strong. He's great with imagery, and he's great at talking about feelings within that. So, great lyrics, but there are times where you can get into the kind of more mantra side of things, the experimental side of things. Now, it's really not as prevalent in this project, but for example, on I Don't Want to Be a Soldier moment, it's just very repetitive stuff, isn't it? So yeah, lyrically it's strong, it's imaginative lyrics, it's funny at times, it's aggressive at times, it's to the point at times, but then also just occasionally has that blip. So it's a 9 lyrically. Artwork, I mean, it's iconic, isn't it? The artwork. You've got, all you need is his face there, really, don't you? And it's the same with McCartney. Think of McCartney 3, for example, really iconic solo album by Paul McCartney. It's just his face, and you know, it's iconic, that, isn't it? Especially with the clouds. So yeah, 10. Artwork. Production wise, it's mostly strong. I just keep on digging myself further into this grave that is track 5, I Don't Want to Be a Soldier moment. But production overall, especially on this remastered version, very strong. Interesting production choices. It's very 70s production choices where you've got panning going from left to right unusually, for example in the harmonica on Oh Yoko. I'm going to give it an 8 production wise, but I mean back then it probably would have been a 10 production wise, but we're comparing it to today's production standards. There definitely are some interesting choices there. Singing is relatively strong. I know John always struggled with confidence with his singing, especially compared to, you know, being around like McCartney, for example. Yeah, it was strong at times. I did like the singing, there's cute singing at times. Oh Yoko, where he's just kind of going into his falsetto voice there and he's just having fun with that song, isn't it? But then there's times where he's really raging and screaming and using his voice, and then there's times where we've got absolute calm, like in Imagine, and Give Me Some Truth. So yeah, there's some lovely stuff there. Singing 10 out of 10, obviously. It's John Lennon, isn't it? So overall, I'd give this project probably a 9.5 out of 10 for me. It's really good, and it's one of the few John Lennon albums so far where there aren't like these unusual parts that I don't like, and it's not one of those projects where I have to pick and choose the songs that I like from it. I could listen to this start to finish, perhaps skipping track 5, and that's That's unusual for a John Lennon album so far out of what I've listened. I know I've only listened to this and Plastic Ono Band really is in terms of proper albums, but this is more concise and runs better in my opinion than Plastic Ono Band. So yeah, take that what you will. What is coming up next? Let's have a look at. After Imagine is sometime in New York City. So yeah, I look forward to hearing that. Goodbye, I guess. And now it feels so good to say hello, hello, good morning. Hello, 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 good day. Hello. And now it feels so right to say I miss you, I love you.